He's kind of returning the favor with Mustangs. I think Mustangs suck. So let's see how this one works out. Will that melter be able to damage? Yeah, but okay, now it's picking up. With all the beams focused, it is capable of overwhelming that here. Speaking of overwhelming, my Mustangs are dealing with these wasps, and that means my carry wasps are alive and well. I am starting to really hit on some of these giants. The level 7 is being absolutely attacked by 2-player armies at the same time, and I get a hack off on it, which means it's now working for me. Only for a short while though. I think that if you get the upgrade, what's it called, Enhanced Control, that maxes out the HP, that is just going to be overpowered a bit. My carry wasps are taking out the right player right now. It was left before. But there's too many things to shoot here, I think. The carry wasps... I think the melters alone, the carry wasps could have beaten that, but not with the other stuff in front. So my carry wasps get taken out. Which is unfortunate, but I have, once again, an entire second army moving in here. This army even takes out the melting point. Are they capable of... Yeah, they are capable of taking the Stormcrawlers out as well. These carry arcs and carry marksmen are just rolling the army. And I take the lead. Alright. Let me show this and just maneuver back here. Bunch of decent stuff, honestly. I go for the Amp Core. Can't put it on the Wasps, otherwise I would have. They have been doing so much damage. I do have an Overlord flank coming in on my side, because now I am the leader of this match here. Which also means I get the bosses. These are experimental fortresses with 5 techs. Fang production, Arclight production, Super Rocket Barrage, Super Barrier, 100,000 health per unit level, and Super Launcher Overload. It increases range by 40. That is actually a lot. None of my units go towards flanks. I didn't even really check for flanking or anything. I do get a tower or 2 towers super quickly. And then the debuff comes in and I kinda get absolutely steamrolled. This is not beautiful to see if you are rooting for me. I kill none of these fortresses or hack none of these fortresses. My army is wiped out just like that. That said, these fortresses might just be too much for everyone. How much damage are these missiles doing? Oh, only 600. But it launches 50. Yeah, that is going to destroy Phoenixes real quickly. 50 missiles, that is insane. That is just insane. I think that's 30,000 damage that they can do with these missiles if they focus it on one target. That just takes out Overlords, no problem. Yeah, let me accelerate that. So the only one with an army left, and quite a big army honestly, is the player on my left. But is that going to be against fortresses which have been spawning for the entire duration? The air army just gets completely overwhelmed. As does the ground army. The fortresses win, and no one gets any points, which means on the final round, and I didn't know that the game ends after 10 rounds, I kind of expected that you can just build these carry units ad absurdum, basically. Yeah, we'll see what happens now. So we have experimental typhoons that have almost 500,000 HP. They have a super range, they produce Mustangs, they produce Scorpions. They have a super barrier as well with 75,000 units, 75,000 damage per level, and super homing missiles. I'm not even sure what is so super about them. I think that is pretty close to the stats of the normal stuff. In any case, I'm dropping some wasps here in order to deal with my opponent, who is going for an air flank. I also get some additional arc lights. And finally going for anti-air on the arc lights. I drop some fangs here simply to distract. The wasps will distract on the other side, and then the arc lights should hopefully finish everything else. Though I would be totally open for any flank shenanigans on this side. Almost any. My opponent literally could drop a marksman here and get this tower in 2 shots. There's a missile here. I think that belongs to... yeah, that belongs to the right side opponent. But I'm not sure what it's really going to accomplish. 5,000 damage on an arc light with 20,000 health. Not gonna do a whole lot. I do end up taking mass recruitment and extended range. If I had known that this was the last round, I would have bought out, I'm pretty sure. So in any case, the arc lights just take care of everything, along with the wasps and the fangs. The phoenixes respawn. For whatever reason, towers do still exist. How were 2 of these taken out already? Ah, who cares? I end up taking the typhoons out. So now I have a bunch of actually pretty decent arc lights moving in. This arc light is already level 6. This army here is being steamrolled. These armies are fighting among each other. And my carry units are moving in. Getting a tower debuff on the player that would have otherwise probably won here pretty easily. So that removes more army. Tower debuffs here. The spawned fangs were going backwards, but these mustangs will easily handle that problem. So now the melters are taking care of some of these wasps. That fortress is being completely steamrolled. And my carry arcs take care of the wasps. Then there is enough stuff left to take care of the phoenixes and the typhoons, despite the missiles. And that is just a mass of carry units moving in on a single fortress. Both of the fists fly. But I do manage to take the final round. And though I don't get to the 5,000, I guess, surviving unit cost or whatever, base cost, I do end up taking the win. In the first ever 4v4 that I have done. Also, I would like to mention that I am not some 4v4... Why am I saying 4v4? I guess it is 4v4. Of free-for-all. I probably should call it free-for-all. Why am I stupid? Anyway, I am not some genius who is amazing at playing the free-for-all. I think ever since then I've played like 3 more matches and I think I've never taken a single round. Legit. Whatever I've been doing, it's completely failed. Sometimes because the opponents do nothing but go mass phoenixes and they do it better than this player here. Than 16-bit arcade. I think he invested too much into other stuff. You can flank behind someone? I guess that is the flanking spot of the player that is opposite to you. That is crazy. So you can literally be surrounded by units. The AI at the front, your left side opponent at your left, your right side opponent at your right, and your opposite opponent at the rear. You can literally have your entire board surrounded. That is crazy. I would be so open to flanks here. But in any case, I'm happy that I recorded, or rather that I saved this replay. I hope you enjoyed it. And, well, if you did, hopefully until next time. So I still wanted to figure out which wasp tech is stronger when facing each other directly. Range or anti-air? We will find out now. It looks like it's actually going to range. Okay, that was super close. Let's see it again. Maybe something will change. I guess I could drop more packs of these wasps, but they might affect each other. So basically the first salvo comes out, and once again these wasps survive with 1 unit, despite the fight having been a little different. Yeah, it does look like wasps with range are ever so slightly better than wasps with just anti-air. Just range beats just anti-air, but it might be a bit of a targeting issue. This time 2 survived. At this point I'm seeing it as guaranteed. I'm just going to do a 4th test to be absolutely sure. But it looks like range does actually beat anti-air. Yep. You end up surviving with like on average 1.5 wasps. Alright, I wanted to see how that worked out, and maybe in the future there will be a place where I can apply it, though it shall be noted that anti-air is only 200 I think, and range is 300 cost.